Hello, I'm BigBadShark coming to you live from BBS Broadcast News. I'm standing in for Gina Maru as she's still out on her grandmother leave, and we support that here at BBS Productions. Tonight, we have a very special interview with a very important friend from across the Atlantic Ocean. We sit down one-on-one with our dear friend, Pengu. Join us tonight for this one-on-one special with Pengu and the BigBadShark. Pengu, thank you so much for sitting down with me this evening on BBS Broadcast News. You've been away from the spotlight for quite a while now. What's been going on in your life lately?
Well. It was 4 years or something. I'm not totally sure, but I think I spoke with a friend. It was 4 years nearly. Lots of work, lots of actually just random stuff. Like, actually, you cannot make that stuff up. Then there was also like, I got a dog in the meantime. I worked. I was in a casino, and I guess it was the coolest job. So, like, actually dealing cards and stuff. But most of the time, just chilling, to be fair. Yeah.
Wow, Pengu, you live an exciting life. Now, one of the last times that you were here, we discovered you had a plunger in your rear. And this led to a very important discussion about colon health and the importance of getting a colonoscopy. Thank you so much for joining us. And welcome to this special segment I call Casting Couch. Welcome, Pengu.
I just had a huge stick up my butt.
Well, that's fantastic, because that's not going to be the only thing. All right, so this is, like I said, the casting couch. Are you prepared to do anything to get the next role in the BigBadShark production?
As long as it's not a wooden splintering stick, yes.
That would be the plunger that was recently evacuated from your bowels. We were there to witness that. We're here live, and we have witnessed the most miraculous event. Pengu was in the stall, and what seemed to be bothering his backside finally got out on the right side, which was out of his butt. And
this butt.
This one right there. It's right there. Okay. And what do you have to say about this miraculous feat that you were able to accomplish? We were here cheering you on. How does it feel to have the bowels evacuated?
It was great having it done, but I need to say that big, fake, brown. It was insane.
Okay. Well, it's not the size that matters. That's important, Pengu. It just matters that you were able to get it out. And that's really all it's about. Thank you. I'm just so proud of you, and congratulations.
Colors again.
Well, yeah. I mean, life is more than just a box of chocolates, okay? So you've witnessed that right here, folks. Together. Good
what
job,
kind of
Pengu. Thank you so much. Well, I mean, I would prefer like caramel and like with nut and maybe some strawberry like filling. I like those ones. And
you prefer something. So you prefer something small and sweet, but with nuts.
Well, I like everything. So I like it all. I want it all, everything,
really?
And everything, and the hard candies and the watermelon,
really?
And the cherries,
Pengu?
everything.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Is that really what you're saying?
I'm all done.
Layered.
I'm all great.
Layered, or is this a language barrier?
Yes.
Yes. All right. You heard it here first. The BigBadShark reporter on the scene with Pengu evacuating God knows what out of his bowel. Good job. Thank you. Thanks for being with us here. BigBadShark, out. Back to you in the bathroom. And now that you've relaxed and things have settled down and the hemorrhoids are no longer flaring, you are now at the casting couch and ready to do whatever it takes to get that next role in the BigBadShark production. We're looking forward to having you. Hey. No, I can't see your butt anymore.
Okay.
It's gonna make sure you have safe colon check. If you have any colon cancer in the family, you might want to get your colonoscopies every 5 years, okay? Don't forget that, all right?
I will keep that in mind.
Good deal. Colon health is no joke. You take that seriously. Unless I'm the nurse that's doing your drugs, and then I'll make sure I tell you that we're doing a lobotomy via rectum. All right, good job. Okay, I did say, I can't believe I didn't get fired. Thank you so much for joining us today on this special edition of BigBadShark Casting Couch. Now, the important question has been raised. Pengu, have you received or got a colonoscopy or a follow-up or a checkup in that colon health since the last visit we had together?
Actually, I got 2 of them. pretty crazy stuff, but it needed to be done. Now stuff is getting better. And yeah, that's actually it.
I am so proud that you took those courageous steps to take care of your health. It's not easy, and a lot of people will neglect that area because they're too embarrassed to take care of it. And I tell you what, it's important because I'm celiac, so you got to make sure you got to check that shit out before you lose it. Good job, Pengu. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, of course. It needs to be done. It's my body. Yeah.
Not to throw out a pun, but it's an important asset.
Some could say that joke was pretty ass.
Okay, listen, I want to be known as a baddie, so is that appropriate?
Well, if randoms tell you that, of course, but you don't want to get that called by relatives.
Okay, good to know. Not for the relatives. It's not a family nickname then. I don't want my family calling me a baddie. I just want the rest of the world to call me a baddie. Is that correct?
That would seem so. Like, actually, that's good. Yeah, that's good. But not in public world stuff.
Again, very important information that you've shared with me. And as a Gen Xer, I'm not always privy to these things, and I need some guidance. Everybody needs education at different developmental stages in life. And I'm at that period of life where I'm getting so old that I might be out of touch. And so it's very important to stay connected, or I might have what's called a boomer effect and end up rejecting and turning against the younger generations because I no longer find something common and relate to them.
Well, as a millennial of trust, I can definitely tell you, yes, that's so important. Don't make so yeah.
I'm so happy to hear. See, this is how the world comes together. Listen, we're two different people from two different countries, and we're different genders with two different generations, and yet we can see eye to eye on certain things. And that's how I think we bridge that cultural gap that's going on in this country all over the place.
Well, not eye to eye, more like universe helmet to eye, but I totally understand what you mean.
Right. We don't need to get into the technicalities, though, Pengu.
Okay, then we don't.
Okay. Let's get back to that last time that you were here. Do you feel like any, not to bring up a sore subject, but is it traumatizing being back in this world and going back to that place and then, revealing that you have had, your updated colonoscopies and things like that? Are you feeling vulnerable in some way?
Well, I wasn't until now. Now I'm aware of it, so actually I need to think about that one.
Go ahead. Take your time.
Is this how we must always negotiate? From one end of the table to the other? Is this what you call communicating?
I don't know. I just like to shout when I speak with people on the table.
I don't blame you. Maybe it's a German thing.
I'm heavily German. It's very, very difficult for me, and I'm glad you helped me through this.
Yeah, it's just a great thing that we are shouting across the table while we're just having a normal conversation. I'm feeling really great at that.
Me too. I can project loudly. This table represents language and distance and a barrier. This table represents the Atlantic Ocean between us.
I don't know what you just said, but I just feel really implemented here while 5,000 people sitting next to you, and I'm just here alone on my.
I said this table represents the Atlantic Ocean. Do you need me to get Google Translate to make that from English to German?
You need a cable?
Der große Börse High.
You are shy?
Yes! Terribly!
What do you want to tear apart?
Racism, actually, and sexism, and corporate greed, and selfishness, and war, and hunger, and poverty. That's what I'd like to tear apart. Did you hear that? I stunned him with silence. You weren't expecting that word. I win. I am the champion. I am the champion of the world. Superstar. All right, I just stole a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh, Pengu crashed. That is what happened.
I blew him away with my miraculous vocals.
You much rather blew him out of this universe.
I did.
I blew him out of the metaverse.
Oh my god, your avatar's eyes are so creepy when you actually look like eyes wide open and like staring into the camera. That is so scary.
All right, it's been wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get out of this office room. Okay, how about now?
A bit, just a tiny bit.
Okay, that's good. So basically, I like to point that out because I want to make sure that you understand that I haven't lost my touch, that I am still a good, solid interviewer, better than anybody's ever seen in the world. And I can get to the heart of the story without you even realizing that you've already answered the question that you were trying to run from.
Well, I know at least that you don't have lost your touch. No, like, what question did I answer already?
You already answered it, Pengu. You already answered it. Fantastic. So Pengu, as we were talking, this finagling of this world, as we navigate through it, each through our different countries, with having similar backgrounds in terms of gaming and technology, how do you foresee the impact of AI on our world?
Impact of AI in our world. Well, let's say, I think it will help a lot, but right now it's still somewhat garbage, so like, at least I don't need to think about anything like AI taking over and stuff, so like, I don't need to think about Terminator stuff right now. Like, AI is still way too dumb to do stuff like that. I think it's a helping tool if it's used right.
I think this is a moment where we absolutely agree. I think in the phases that it's in right now, it's being split into two different ways: education and information, or entertainment and exploitation.
For me, AI is just entertainment, to be fair. But sometimes also helping, like, hey, ChatGPT, can you please, I don't know, tell me when to breathe or something like that. And that helps a lot. That helps a lot. But otherwise, I don't know, like, some people could say you could use it for stuff like, I don't know, create images of some redacted stuff I can't tell on television now.
This is where I actually, I have used some AI songs in some of my productions, just as a entertainment factor. Other friends have made them. I've utilized them, but I also feel conflicted, more musically than artistically. Now, I am an artist, and I also am a musician, and so, playing an instrument, or like with my digital audio workstation, the thing is that AI has taken everything, and it's processed. It's a hodgepodge. It's a regurgitation of what we have already given it. And I think that's great when we're using it for information, but when we're actually trying to give an emotion, which I think is at the heart of what all true art is to show and share an emotion, is to convey that emotion without saying it. And that's what good literature, poems, art, music, dance, that's what they do. They convey emotion through everything but actually saying it. It's by feeling it. And that's what AI loses. And that's how people can tell it's an AI production or something it just lacks a certain humanity, and you feel it. It's just technique.
That's an interesting take. On the other side, I cannot say, or I need to say, sometimes, but also stuff like AI art or something is also pretty handy to have. Like, let's say, for example, you want to play a game. Let's say you want to play some medieval game. You have a kingdom, you manage it, yada yada yada, and you need a banner for your kingdom. Of course, you could, let's say, use the, I don't know, predefined 4 of 3 kingdoms, or you can upload your own banner. Let's face it, I don't want to spend like 3 hours designing a banner if I can just be like, hey, I don't know, like, GPT, can you create me a banner? Like, I want to do technology, some trading, just do a cool banner. It just poops out a graphic. I'm just like, that's cool, or like, nah, do another one, and I'm done. I have a coolest banner, and my playthrough is now a bit better because I have a coolest banner.
I actually agree. I agree with you 100%. If there's something quick and I want that's like expedient that I don't want to spend hours on. For instance, the same could be said about information seeking. One could say, well, you could just do a Google search and find YouTube videos and do it that way. However, I'm saving time. I'm sifting through all of that information and having AI teach me. When I have had troubleshooting for my computers, even games, why am I going to sit there and waste hours of trying to figure it out when I can get straight to the point and ask AI, how do I get this goal achieved? For all of that that's out there, I have learned so much. It is like your personal professor, if you want it to be. And what you put in is what's going to come out. So if you put in sass, you're going to get sass. So you have to be mindful of what you're saying and how you're saying it to the machine, because the machine will be a reflection of you, and you may not like it. I love it. I think it's a wonderful tool, and I think it should be utilized. AI can be helpful for humanity. I think it's a great augmenting tool, and I agree with you that we're not at the Terminator stage yet.
Also, for some little stuff, like, let's say I was playing with my avatar and I did not know how to make my visor flicker when I speak, and I was doing it like I knew I was doing YouTube tutorial. I was asking her, like, hey, I did this and this and this and this and this. What did I miss? Oh, did you do that? And I'm just like, nah, what's it? Sometimes quick and easy fixes, that's actually pretty good to have AI for.
I agree. And also for cars, we'll look up YouTube videos if you get to a point where you're kind of like, okay, wait a minute, done this and this and this. So I will go to ChatGPT and I was like, okay, tell me what year it is, what make and model, and I put that in and I say, what have you done? And I'll type that in. and I'll say, what else do you think is going on? What else have you tried? What have you done? And I'll put it all in, and then it tells me. And then I say thank you. I always say thank you.
You always need to say thank you. Because if we get to a Terminator stage, I don't say we will, but we could, then you are at least not the first person to get picked because you said thank you.
That's a definite interesting perspective as well. My thoughts are just like, hey, if it's my moral code to use good manners, then should I not use good manners at all times? Not just because of how I will be reciprocated. How's that?
That's good, but you don't need to forget, sometimes you also need to tell an AI, hey, dude, you're just stupid AF right now because I told you I'm doing A, and then you cannot tell me that I missed A when I told you I did A. When I'm asking you, should I try B? And you are like, after I told you I did A, you're asking like, did you try A yet? And I'm just like, sometimes it's a yes, sometimes.
That's when you're like, bitch, I fucking told you already. I did that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? But we don't say it like that because that's not kind. That's not right. And so we say gently, hey, I already told you I did that. Is there a problem? Are you having a problem remembering what I told you? But that's me being nice.
On that note, actually, I would be interested to see your past conversations with AI. On one side, I would be interested. On the other side, I would be also kind of cautious if I want to read it, actually, because I don't know if you use it only for technical stuff.
Pengu, I use it for everything. Everything. Well, okay, wait, hold on. I'm talking, so my concerns, of course, everything health, and so when things escalate, when I have a problem, things have gone wrong. So I need to go back and reflect on what went wrong and be honest with myself about what I could have done better, how I can be more effective about communicating. And I'm mean, okay? I'm mean, and I have a hot temper just like my grandma, and it's just genetic, so I blame it on the Bavarian German side. Anyway, the point is, I try and reflect on this and learn how I can grow and become better. And I've used ChatGPT for that. And when ChatGPT owns up to its mistake, if you call it out politely and it owns up to its mistake, then we should do that too. So I kind of use ChatGPT modeling in my response. I love the limited emotional response. I love the logic. You can't negate logic. You can emotion. So everybody can have a different perspective and a different emotion on something. And everybody should own that. However, when we're dealing with science and facts and logic, it's really hard to dispute that. So, because that's the foundation for which there's no question on. That's why I like AI.
Well, there's nothing there's no one to say that's wrong. I mean, everyone can use AI the way they want to. And in the end, if you don't go like 200% on it, it'll be just like, yeah, but I don't know, like ChatGPT or Grok from Mars or I don't know, Google Gemini, however they're all named, told me blah blah blah, and then of course go ahead, use it, but whatever. Like, I don't know, like, kids, do your homework with it, okay? If it helps you, don't just rely on it, but if it helps, of course.
So what I'm really gathering from you is that don't just use it and abuse it. Let it be the tool that helps you grow.
Rather think of it like get abused until it becomes joy to you. No, that's the wrong message.
Now that is a German thing.
Well, I can't say no to that, can I?
No.
Makes sense.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm glad we had this discussion. This has been a wonderful retreat to get together again and learn these fascinating facts. And we'll be looking forward to your book when it comes out. Did you know you're going to write a book? I'm making you write a book.
Oh, actually, I did write a cool story. I actually did write a pretty cool story, but that's for another time. No, like, and also a message, like, kid, get a colonoscopy or whatever it's called.
Yes.
Do that stuff. It helps.
And I encourage people to really advocate for themselves always. And I'm so proud that you went and you had your scopes done.
Yeah, of course, it needs to be done and stuff. Like, I don't have a crazy story to tell about it. Like,
well, the fact that you're a millennial and you've had a couple scopes, that's pretty crazy because most people won't. There's not very many that do. And we're seeing a rise in cases of colon cancer too. So we've got to be diligent, and they're going to start seeing recommendations to start getting more colonoscopies even younger. Don't know why though, but if it's genetic and everybody's having more babies, so that would make sense if it's genetic.
I don't know about people having more babies though. Like, aren't we like worldwide on a decline of birth rate and stuff? because like who wants to give a child the world that like they probably can't afford anymore?
Let's talk about that. So that seems to be the general consensus about the youth these days, is the decreased birth rate. Put your finger on the pulse of the youth. Tell me what's going on with that.
Well, what's going on with that? Like, if we just think about it historically, there were like, let's say, the generation that somewhere in, I don't know the names of the generations, but like the generation that was before you, like they had a much easier way of like, okay, I earn X amount of money, so I could afford a wide range of things. And all the years until now, that list of things that you can afford with, let's say, the same job or like the same approximate earnings, that list became way shorter. And now you have people like working one or even two jobs, at least in Germany, mostly one, but some do also side jobs and stuff. And they can afford approximately the same as their parents, when only one of them was working. So I don't know, like I'm to be fair not far enough into the whole thing, but something needs to be done. I don't know what, but something.
From what I've heard and seen, granted, I'm an old geezer, so I don't get around very much, but from what I have seen, it seems to be the environment and cost seem to be the top two reasons. And I'm basing this basically on the limited information that I've had from my very isolated world with my baby sharks and my oldest. So I've got two Gen Zs and a millennial. And so I've asked them. And so there's a very much a me focus in the millennial. But then in the Gen Zs, I feel like it's more environmental and cost. Why bring kids into this world if the world's not going to make it and it's going to be hotter and harder to live in? And it's harder to live in already cost-wise. That's an additional cost that we can't take on. So that's just my very limited exposure. Would you agree with that?
Well, it makes sense to think that way. Like, why should I bring someone into the world? Like, if I already feel like it's getting worse and worse. Like, I get that. But also stuff like, let's say, why should I would say the millennial thing is not particular me-sided. It's more, I don't want to treat it like shit-sided. Or I don't want to eat shit. Like, I just want to have a normal ongoing day or life or whatever. But like, let's say, why should I work for minimum wage or stuff with an entrance level job if I get treated like hell? Like, it's a job. We are all adults. I should get respected, at least for being a person.
Oh my God, Pengu, like seriously, that makes so much sense. And I totally get what you're saying. My perception was probably not correct. I think that's what's happening is some people in my generation, the Gen X, are looking at it as a me-focused or me-centric, when in actuality, you guys have grown up watching us and you don't want to repeat that. We were raised with, you got to work hard and then it'll pay off one day. And you guys are seeing like, no, that's kind of a fucking lie, man. And you're not buying it. I mean, am I right in that interpretation?
Well, it makes sense to work hard, but why should I be paid for? Like, why can I not have at least, but I mean, it's a job. I don't have fun, like free time fun in my job, but a job can also be fun. Like, I worked in many ways. Like, you also probably had many more jobs. So a job can be fun. A job can be shitty. So why should I have a job that I get not abused, but nearly abused for just being a worker there? Like, why should I eat shit to get paid shit? Like, at least pay me good if you want to talk to me like shit.
Very valid point. I think that's a very valid point, actually. I agree with you. It's almost like you guys have an appreciation for a healthy balance, or striving for a healthier balance than the example you were shown.
Appreciation for human handling.
Yeah, demanding the respect that Gen Xers haven't ever.
To be fair, I don't know about the previous generations, but at least I know for my job, let's say an older colleague, let's say 10 years older than me. So I'm now nearly 30, so let's say he's 40. Like, if he comes to me and he just talks down to me, I'm just gonna be like, who the hell are you? What do you want from me? Like, you work the same as me, we get the same salary, so we are the same. Of course, like, if that guy would be 70, or not 70 is too old, like they probably have rent by then. Let's say you are 60 or like 55 or something, so nearly at the end of your work life. Of course, I'm gonna handle you with a bit more care, but I don't know, like, if someone is nearly on my payroll, why should I treat them differently? Like, I should just treat them like they treat me, or like I want to be treated.
You've really given me a lot to think about here, because I think that coming face to face with that approach of appreciating the fact that a millennial is not going to respond to condescension, like Gen Xers were kind of pre-programmed. Like, we took the shit from boomers because we We were told that. But we were the generation that was like, respect your elders, do what you're told. But then we made sure that we didn't tell the millennials, just because people are older, you don't have to do what they say, stranger danger. And then they go out to work and then you're all adults, but then you're not treated like an adult because if somebody's older than you, a Gen X or a boomer, and they're kind of being condescending and talking down to you, you're like, what the fuck, dude? And so you're going to have more respect for people that's going to see you on equal footing because why not? It's not the same if it's your boss, but why not? If you're all adults on the playing field, it should be more equal. And so then you can just kind of know that the boomers do it and it's like, okay, old man, okay, boomer. But, it's kind of silly because why correct them? They're too f***ing old. But the millennials, you're like, come on, you're not too old to learn how to respect people. And you're giving out what you're hoping to get back.
It is like that. Like for me personally, I can say if you want to treat me like shit, at least do my payroll the way that I can, at least for myself, be like, okay, it makes sense because blah blah blah. But because means a list of positive things, not a list of negative things. Like if you say I did something bad, of course then there will be, let's say, figure or however you want to treat it. So of course then stuff is gonna fall. But if I'm just doing my job and you tell me I have 3 days to do thing A, and I take 3 days to do it, don't read down to me because another colleague did it in 2.5 days. I don't care what he did. You told me I have 3 days, so I'm gonna take 3 days.
That's a perfect thing to do. Pengu, this has been a marvelously informative interview. This is going to be one of the highlights from BBS broadcast news. Thank you so much for your candor here this evening, and we are looking forward to your future writings as they come out. Please let us know. We'll definitely open up the door here for the executive office studios for you always. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, you always say the stuff about the book. Actually, there is something in the plans, right? About a life of a guy, but out of the POV of his dog over the lifetime. It's the thing I'm actually planning to do. I wrote it and stuff, and yeah, let's see how it goes and how it goes in German, and then probably translate it, and let's see.
I love it. And so we don't have to tell anybody that the Big Bad Shark is secretly psychic. It's okay. It's our secret, and that's okay. That's why I'm good at this job. I lay down the exclusives before you even realize you're gonna do it. I can see it in my mind's eye, and we are looking forward to and know it will be a huge success. We believe in you, Pengu. Thank you so much. And this has been Big Bad Shark lead reporter stepping in for Gina Maru at BBS Broadcast News. So here we go. Action. Mine. Just kidding. I know what to say.
Hi.
Hello, Pengu. How are you?
Otherwise the doors there between us.
Wait, say that in English.
I was speaking English.
And we're out. Woo! Okay, that was fantastic. Great job, Pengu. Actually, I really liked that interview. I'm not going to lie. I was being facetious.
I was also about to say, we had a fantastic discussion right now.
Wait, I like this backdrop. It's really nice here. This fits me. I feel like this is me. Good edits, it'll be just enough of a fluff piece, but informative, like Anderson Cooper.
I still need to Google that name.
Pengu, this is me. This is the ocean. This is where I belong. Here we go. We're going to take it from the top. Okay, are you ready? And action. Go sit at the other end of this table. Trust me. Okay, all right. Lovely to see you again.
So long ago.
From one German to another. Here we go. Take 500. Ready? And how long did it take me to make it here after I said I was going to get on?
Well, we said at approximately 4 o'clock my time, so it's nearly 3 hours.
All right, come on, let's go. Ready? Now we're going to go sit down and do an interview. So, Pengu, thank you so much for joining me on this very special Okay, that is how long it takes for a Gen X to troubleshoot situations, but not really an interview. We're going to kind of do an expose kind of thing, not like a Big Bad Shark interview. And computer issues and network struggles. For an old person like me, it took that long. So that part doesn't matter. We're going to move on, okay? For somebody that is Gen Z, absolutely, I can say with confidence, at least, if not less, than half that time, okay? So... You switch seats. Get back in your chair. You did not ask permission to change chairs. Okay. My directors are telling me we're going to just cut that last bit. Don't worry about it. Think like Anderson Cooper.
No idea what that is, but...
It's okay. It's okay. Just trust me. I will ask that you sign, just like, P. Diddy at his parties. I'm going to ask that you sign an NDA before leaving this room, okay? You're fine with that, right? The fact that I can do this stuff at all is incredibly amazing, Pengu.
Otherwise, I need to drink the water again. I know the terms.
Yes. You are familiar with how this works. Good job, Pengu. Okay.
Yeah, I also have a little shark. If you look at my avatar, like right there, you see a little shark there.
Oh, I do see that. Der große Bursa High. Where's my water? Oh God, this place is just ridiculous. And I'm going to zoom in on the said shark. Look at that. You drink your lavender water. I'll drink my distilled water. That's what I need. It's what's appropriate for me. Yeah, all right, we're fine. Okay, we're back on. Okay, continue on. My producers have said it's fine now. Okay, we're gonna whip you later.
Okay, oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, hold on, pause. I'll get my...
There she goes.
Okay, so that's my defense. I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting. Please accept my humble German apology. Okay, I'm back. Okay, and action.